The ex-FBI informant charged with lying about Biden's business dealings has been rearrested and then charged again, this time in California. This, as Hunter Biden's lawyers suggest that the claims made by Mr. Smirnoff might have tainted the case against the president's son. Our next guest will be in the room when Hunter is deposed before the House Oversight Committee next week. So what will you press him on? South Carolina Congressman Russell Fry joins us now to answer that. Good morning to you, Congressman. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Great to be home back in South Carolina. He represents the Myrtle Beach area. We'll talk about that in your predictions a little bit later. But tell me what's going to happen. It's closed behind closed doors, so we won't get to see it.
Right. Well, so I think, the way that these things typically work is that staff on both sides of the aisle get an opportunity to ask questions. And as we saw with Jim Biden this week, it lasted about 8 hours. And so really with both the legislative purpose of the Oversight Committee and what we're trying to tighten up, and then, of course, the impeachment inquiry, it's going to be so important to understand the structure of these businesses. I mean, there are 20 LLCs, millions of dollars flowed into the coffers of the Biden family. And so what was the structure? Who did what? What were the expectations? What widgets did you produce or services did you provide?
Do you agree that this ex-FBI informant that was accused of lying and rearrested, that what he said could have tainted this?
No, I do not. I think there's so much corroborating evidence. We have bank records that show transactions. We have multiple witness testimonies from associates of the Biden family on how the structure went. And so that case is somewhat independent of what we're doing. But there's so much evidence out there that really showed the pattern of conduct of this family.
Right. I mean, he had no experience. What was he doing on the board of Burisma?
Right.
What was he doing getting money from China?
Right, and he admitted that himself. Right? He said, I'm not qualified to be there.
Yeah,
and then, of course,
ABC
he was.
Interview.
Right. And so, what was he doing? And, of course, you look at the timeline of this and the trips to Ukraine and the calls from Dubai back to Washington to interfere or intercede on the pressure that was coming from the prosecutor.
Let's talk about Fani Willis from Georgia. She hired that special attorney who she ended up having a relationship with to prosecute Donald Trump. And it turns out that apparently he donated $4,300 to her campaign. I think we have the breakdown. It was $2,800 in March of 2020 and $1,500 in June of 2020. Where did he get this money? Was it cash? How did she spend it? And this seems very corrupt, right?
I mean, you take her at her own word, right? That the checks were cashed. There's no receipts. She used cash. And, at a bare minimum, I mean, I'm certain that within the state of Georgia, there are campaign ethics and disclosure laws. That probably is, at the very minimum, a problem for her. And
let's talk about your campaign, because when you ran against Tom Rice.
Right.
He was one of the guys that wanted to impeach Donald Trump. He's a Republican. That didn't go over well, clearly, in his district, in your district, District 7, because you won that race.
Right. It was a crazy, campaign. We jumped all in. It was a 9-way or 7-way primary, and at the end, we were able to fry some rice.
You fried Tom Rice. All right, what are your predictions for South Carolina tomorrow?
Look, this has always been a Trump state. I think it will continue to be. Trump invested very heavily and early in the state from a grassroots perspective. He's always done well here since 2016. I think he'll win by a mile.
All right, and Nikki Haley, you think she'll lose by 30 points?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the polling shows that, and, consistently, every time that people think they count President Trump out, he continues to grow. The momentum continues to grow. His grassroots strength is phenomenal. His statewide team is great. And he's going to do very well here tomorrow. All
right. Well, Lawrence did very well in a diner in Myrtle Beach, and that crowd was insane.
Yeah.
Y'all love your Republicans.
Yes, they do. And they, it's a great, my hometown, Surfside Beach of the Golden Egg.
Yeah.
It was great to see that huge crowd there yesterday.
It's so fun there. I have so many memories.
Yeah.
We had something you probably know called First Week. We would go the first week of summer to the Myrtle Beach area. If you even remember it.
Yep, I do.
It was right after school got out, and we'd always have to take chaperones. The chaperones would have to meet our parents and get the approval. It's a great area. Thank you so much for coming on.
Great to be here.
Appreciate it. Did you drive in from Myrtle Beach for this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Very nice of you. About 3-hour drive.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.